Alright folks, today is the day I'm going to make an attempt at filling up my hydraulic fluid in the 2012 Mercedes E550 Convertible or Cabriolet. So I've got all the material, I've got all the tools, and we'll see if I have the know-how. So let's get going. I'll show you the material and the tools I'm going to use, and then I'll get started. The material and the tools I plan to use for this job are this ratchet, small ratchet with the 13 millimeter socket, this 150 milliliter syringe, the Mercedes hydraulic fluid, which is 00098999310, specific to Mercedes. This small work light from Milwaukee, this O-light flashlight, these two different colored grease pencils, and some latex gloves so I don't get the hydraulic fluid on my hands. This Milwaukee work light, little miniature work light LED that I'm going to turn on real quick. And let's see how well or how bad this works. And here's the compartment right here that we're talking about. This little access panel. And what you do is twist, pull back a little bit, and actually this whole piece comes out. If you look right there, here's the reservoir and the I guess the pump. But what I can do is pull this over, and then it slides out of here like that. And now I have access in here. Let me see if I can put this in here. And maybe I still have enough room to get my arm in there. It's a very small place. That's nice. It looks like it has room in there. And if you look, let's see, yeah, okay, over there. This is the little top piece right here, the nut. It's going to have to come off. And what they've done is pretty nice. They put this little white mark with paint. So I'll be able to, once I screw it back on, at least come to this place where it was originally tightened down. So that's pretty cool. And what I'm going to do with this grease pencil is make a mark down here where the current, hopefully I can, I don't know, we're going to see. That's why I came out here. I was going to try and put a mark down here with the grease pencil of where the level currently is. Okay. My main worry here is dropping that cap down into this area, because I think if I do, I'll probably have to rip all this out just to get to it. Alright, I noticed when I was checking the video that the reservoir, the bolt, was very blurry, so I decided to come back in here real quick and do another quick video showing you the bolt and the fact that it has this paint on it and the reservoir itself. Okay, right now I'm gonna try and reach in here and see if I can't get the nut off this bad boy. I'm going to attempt to film this, but don't believe I'm going to get a very good shot because my hand blocks everything. I'm turning the nut. Let's see. Can you see that? Let's see. So it's turning little by little. I'm not sure how far it's turned, but hasn't been much. I'm going to lift off. I'm going to try and do the rest by hand. Let's see here. Yeah, it's coming off by hand. That's really cool. Appreciate that, because once it does get to a point, I'll be able to lift it off. Yes. Lift it off of here. Okay. Here's what it looks like. Off. Looks like the O-ring is nice. Looks like it's still good. And here's that white side that was painted. Now I'm gonna put on my gloves and attempt to fill up this syringe with hydraulic fluid, which I've never done before. It's gonna be different. Let's see here. You just pull this out through the top. I'm gonna put my thumb over this to make sure nothing comes out of it. And I'm gonna pour the hydraulic fluid in here, like so. I doubt I'll need to use all this, but we'll see. Pull it up just so far. Just to the 140 millimeter mark. Put the cap in. Yeah, it just blew out on me. All right, crisis averted. Luckily, I had my other pair of rubber gloves on. Thankfully, I had them on. I didn't get the fluid all over my hands, but I've replaced those with a new pair. And also, luckily, I had some paper towels at the ready, because I knew something like this would probably happen. I grabbed a little Phillips head screwdriver and plugged in the leaking side here. And now we're full and ready to go. So now I'm going to take it over to the car. Right now I'm going to unplug this from the top here and hope that... All right, now I'm going to move it toward the hole. I hope I can make it. Let's see, there we go. Is it in there? Are you in there, buddy? Yes. I might have just ruined my ripped my rubber gloves there, but okay. Hopefully you can see that. It is in there. So now that it's in there, let's see if I can't press this and fill it up a little bit. All right. Keep going. Can you guys see it? Because I'm having to look at the video. Yep. I think I'm seeing it. All right. It's there. I think it's at the max. All right, so here's where we left off at the reservoir. Now, I didn't want to go all the way to, the max line to fully max it out. So I went close enough that, where I was comfortable. And now I'll try and get this cap back on. So here we go. Wish me luck. Twisting, you just can't see it. It's twisting on, that's great. Get it to a point. Okay, it's fairly tight. Switch this bad boy over. And oh, you gotta go on, buddy. You can't just... There we go. There we go. Now it's going. see where he is. Yep. Looks like he went past that white line a little bit, so I'm going to leave him like that. He's pretty tight. So that's where he is. He's a little tighter than he was originally. I'll leave him right there. And that's it. Now he's capped, and now I'll run the convertible up and down a couple of times and take another look at him. All right, I'm gonna take one more look down here. Hopefully it, there we go. And I'm going to put a grease pencil mark where I am now with green. That didn't mark as well as I wanted it to, but I'll put today's date on here on a piece of tape and tape over just on the top of this, put the tape on the top of this reservoir. All right, now I'm going to button it back up. Well, pull my light out first. Button her back up. And she is done. All right, folks, there's some great information later in the video. It's about to start. First, it goes over the Car Wizard's video that he made of these model cabriolets from Mercedes. And then you'll be shown a potential fix to these hydraulic fluid lines that keep breaking. If you do any research on an E-Class Mercedes and the convertible hydraulic hose issue, you're probably going to come across this video the Car Wizard put together where he discusses the bad design Mercedes engineered for this car. On the left here, you see where this gentleman's hydraulic hoses were crimping, and then they started to leak. And what he didn't want to have to pay $3,000 or $4,000 to get it repaired at the dealership. So he found out that Cabriolet Hydraulics, if you look to the far right, they actually have these hose couplers, and they're designed to repair, reconnect where it's been crimped. And see the picture in the middle, that's what he actually did with those couplers. And he's telling people in his comments that it's working for him. If I were to do it, I wouldn't do it myself. I would purchase the couplers and that piece of hydraulic line from Cabriolet Hydraulics and take it to an actual mechanic. If you like the video, please click like and click that old subscribe button. All right? Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.